It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Minnesota Vikings. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now a give running right. It's Cook. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down. Here's Cousins. And he's able to find Diggs. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down. On first down, it's Cook. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Now Cousins. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. On 3rd and 1, here's Cousins. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete.
I will see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
I know, easy. Bravo.
Cousins to throw for it on 4th. It's complete to Diggs. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Stephon Diggs, 48 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Bailey got the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Jackson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Anthony Barr comes rumbling in for the sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. And the Vikings are going to beef up their secondary here. 6 DBs on 3rd. Jackson from the shotgun. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. Returnable for Sherrills. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Vikings. An impressive punt return of 76 yards. And the Vikings get the quick strike touchdown. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And that'll make the score 14-0. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Yeah, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
They run. It's Mark Ingram. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
That'll go as a pickup of 8.
Check.
1st down, and it's Hill again. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Now on 2nd and 13. Jackson, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ben Gideon, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Jackson on 3rd and long. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Give him 19 on the play, but they will still come up a bit short. And now it's 4th down. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and that will force a turnover on downs. They'll run on 1st down. It's Cook. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Cousins. And Diggs has it. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. He'll get 15 and a Vikings 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Cook running right. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Cousins. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half.
Boy, that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game. But just 18 seconds remain till halftime as they come up on 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Jackson. Got him in. It's Brown. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this 1st half. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now it's Jackson. Dancing to his left. And some room to maneuver. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. Third base. 50. You better be afraid of me.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the 1st half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This from 54 yards away. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And that will do it for this 1st half. That's it for the 1st half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 34-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the 2nd half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ben Gideon able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack.
Check, please. SOS. Hey, watch it.
After the sack on 1st down, Jackson. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Kentrell Brothers. He's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Throwing on 3rd and long. Jackson, he's got his man. It's Andrews. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
Watch the screen. 50's the mic. 50's the mic. Watch the screen. Pass. Let's go, Mike.
They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
Pick 6, baby. Let's go.
First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They run again on 1st down. Cook. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Well, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
On 2nd down, Cook. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Hey, team 6. Team 6. John.
On 3rd down, Cousins. Flushed out right. The ball comes out, and the ball is going to wind up out of bounds, so they will lose yardage, but they'll keep the football. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Vikings in possession of the football and the lead. They'll be looking to add to that total as we begin quarter number 4. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
This will be taken very short, and he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Going again on the ground here with Hill. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Jackson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Here we go, 50, Mike 50. I got him.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that is incomplete. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position.
Let's go, let's bring it.
On first down, it's Cook. Even with the good move he showed, he'll be brought down short of the 15. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They run it again with Cook. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Cousins from the gun on 3rd. Left side caught by Diggs. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Bailey's kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down. But don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Now, aren't I, though?
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something."
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Vikings pick up the football.
You and I have been around teams, and they all have goals for games, don't they? And every team we've ever talked to says what?
No turnover.
Don't turn the ball over. 0. And they were that close to getting it done. Won't cost them today, but they'll hate that when they're watching the game tape.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. Now on 2nd and 13, Jackson.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game.
Yeah, let's get sack lunch. Check 81. Check 31. Check.
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick, and a short return to the 6-yard line. And that one, Charles, is just going to about wrap up what was no doubt a dominating defensive performance.
Yeah, I don't care what team it is. I don't care who you play, whether they're strong offensively or not. Just giving up 3 points in the NFL, that's absolutely a dominant performance and one that they can build on.
All right, T, let's go. All right, T.
Cousins just going to take this one down to a knee and end it.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something, and they did in this one. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. From Baltimore, so long, everybody.